is the Tata chairperson. Mr. Chandrasekaran, can I first understand from you what you are hearing as far as exactly what has happened is concerned?
Thank you so much for having me. But first, I'll preface that my deepest condolences to the families of the bereaved and my prayers that we find survivors. In fact, my cousin sister works in a hospital very close to this thing, the civil hospital where this is crashed, and there was quite a bit of smoke even where she was and unable to speak. And she was telling me the building immediately adjacent is a student hostel of medical students, and still quite a few of them are unaccounted for. And as I said, my prayers that they were not in the building and we have not suffered any fatalities on the ground. That is all I can pray for. Having said that, yes, ma'am, the 787, to put things in perspective, it's the newest generation of aircraft along with the Airbus A350.
There seems to be some sort of technical issue there, network issue. We'll try and reconnect with Mr. Devesh Agarwal. But viewers, remember, my colleagues on ground have been getting us minute-to-minute updates as they unfold, whether it's in Gujarat near Ahmedabad, where this particular crash has happened, or in the national capital, where the Prime Minister himself has taken stock of this entire situation. He's, in fact, personally spoken with the Aviation Minister as well. Home Minister is on his way. Several NDRF teams are en route. Some have reached the crash site. Some are en route to this particular site as well. My colleagues Hina and Pragya are with me on the broadcast. Hina, we've been trying to understand what this really means as far as, Boeing 787 is concerned. And I've been talking to aviation experts, asking them, when this is an aircraft that has been pegged as one of the most modern aircraft, how does this happen? How does this sort of a crash of this magnitude happens with a Boeing 787-8?
Well, that's right. And that is clearly, Shreya, a matter of investigation now. That is precisely what the authorities are going to be looking at, both DGCA as well as the AAIB, which is the authority that looks at accidents in the aviation space. Now, look at the details here. These are very, very important because it was an aircraft that did not have a fuel problem, as in it was, taking off from Ahmedabad for London. And soon, moments after takeoff, we have the pilot giving a mayday call to the ATC, air traffic controller. Now, that is very, very important to note here. What could have led to the pilots giving a mayday call soon after takeoff? It means that, there was some kind of a problem that he figured immediately after taking off. Was it an engineering related problem? Because everything is checked. Only after, proper checks are done, a clearance is given, that is when an aircraft is fit to fly. And that is when the boarding, etc. happens. So everything was fine. The checks perhaps had taken place. And then what went wrong? Now, that is a matter of concern. And that is something that we will know only after the investigation takes place. But now, mayday call is very, very significant here, Shreya, as far as the aviation space is concerned. Mayday call is given by a pilot when the pilot senses some kind of an emergency, a situation that needs urgent attention. And that call was given soon after takeoff. ATC then did try to respond to the calls of the pilot, this mayday call that was given. When ATC reached out to the pilots, to the plane, there was no revert from the pilot side, from the aircraft side, because that's when the crash had already taken place. The aircraft had already fallen on the ground just outside the boundary wall of the airport. And, of course, this is something that the aviation experts are going to be looking at. We will get to know once we get the black box recording, etc.
Right.
All that is a matter of investigation. But right now, the focus is only and only on the rescue efforts.